bear with me. Wild rivers from tiny springs flow, tall oaks from acorns grow. It takes time. Time is the thing. 20 years. Yes, this marks that anniversary for Focus Features, but those acorns were fed by those springs long before this, 32 years to be exact. Founded by Ted Hope and James Shamus as a refuge for filmmakers. Filmmakers with little more than passion and the ability to dream. Ann Carey, David Lindy, Ross Katz, Anthony Bregman, Diana Victor shared Ted and James's dream, and those are the lucky few filmmakers who had the privilege of telling their stories with a fiercely determined team appropriately named Good Machine. Those lucky filmmakers, to name but a few, were the likes of Joan Chen, Nicole Holofcener, Cindy Sherman, Ang Lee, Hal Hartley, Tom Noonan, Todd Haynes, Todd Solondz, Michel Gondry, Alfonso Cuarón, and Spike Jonze. How did Good Machine do this? How could any company possibly survive with this as a business model? Well, we were younger then. Romance without finance was simply a nuisance to endure and to conquer with sweat, Ted's frequent flyer miles, and no fucking hope of per diem. We grew up together. 20 years ago, Universal Pictures were in the middle of dreaming their own dream, having their own Good Machine, now rechristened as Focus. James and David, dragging along a youngster by the name of Peter Kujawski, stole Jason Cassidy from Miramax and got to work. And the dream somehow continued, even without Ted's mileage, but with Donna and Jimmy's support. Those 20 years doubled down on the relevance of cinema. Most, if not all, of the filmmakers previously mentioned, myself included, enjoyed the continued faith and support from a company that grew and matured and offered the audience work from an expanding group of artists, work that never shied away from conversations that were often outside the mainstream. Films like Ang Lee's Brokeback Mountain, Eliza Hittman's Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, Spike Lee's Black Klansman, Lisa Cholodenko's The Kids Are All Right, Laurel de Clermont-Tonnerre's The Mustang, and yes, Downton Abbey, A New Era. Like I said, romance without finance is a nuisance. And while David, James, and Ted are gone out in the world planting more acorns, the watering can is now held by more than capable hands of Peter Kujawski and Jason Cassidy, who have achieved the impossible, somehow managing with the most exquisite touch to balance those two things. How lucky our film community is to have them at the helm of this 32-year-old miracle of a company, backed by a team that includes Kiska Hids, Howard Myers, Andrew DeFrancis, Lou Phillips, Lisa Bunnell, Mike Knobloch, Natalie Hayden, Jason Lieb, Sidney Jones, Blair Green, Nancy Gulliger, Amanda Levin, Richard LaForge, Joshua Kornblit, Stephanie Phillips, Elaine Patterson, Christina Sullivan, Stephanie Cohn, Rachel Berman, Nikki Walsh, and let's not forget Carlin Johnson. Filmmakers from far and wide are in your debt. You have more than earned their undying gratitude and respect for your superhuman efforts to grow this incredible legacy. And for the next 20 years, may you fiercely continue to build and fortify this necessary and urgent place where we can all still dream. And since Peter, Jason, and Kiska are all here in the same room, Mr. Gray and I, if only to offset the box office of our prospective films, would like to take this moment to pitch a sequel entitled Downton Abbey, Again and Again, and One More Time.
I had something all prepared. It was repeating a lot of that, so I'm going to keep this very short. Alberto, you said something, and I'm going to answer you with a little optimism. A little bit. It's 1966. 1,000 clowns, Sound of Music. And within a year, you saw the most interesting, amazing movies the United States ever produced. Bonnie and Clyde, The Graduate, In the Heat of the Night. A whole industry changes overnight, right? And you got two guys over there, and you got Donna Langley too, who have the guts to do it, who are heroes. And I'm not just bullshitting you, they're fucking heroes. Peter Kujawski and Jason Cassidy. So we're gonna watch a clip reel, that's all I'm gonna say, they are heroes. Please join us in welcoming to the stage Peter Kujawski and Jason Cassidy. Get up here.
Okay, Todd, James, it's a dream come true getting to work with you guys. It's especially nice that you're still saying such nice things about us, so thank you, thank you. Thank you to the Gotham Film and Media Institute, not only for the lovely honor, but more importantly for everything that you do for this independent community. And I say that on behalf of all of us at Focus Features. It means the world, and I think all of us in this room, you know, we really celebrate the spirit of independence, but tonight I want to make sure that we're taking time to celebrate the spirit of interdependence. Jason and I are only here because of this deeply interconnected community, and all of us at Focus are so thankful to so many people. Donna Langley, we cannot thank you enough for your leadership. You provide, you empower us to bet on filmmakers and tell bold stories, and it means the world to us. Thank you as well to Jimmy Horowitz, Jeff Shell, Brian Roberts, for all of your unwavering support and belief. This award is truly a recognition of our entire team, and tonight would be absolutely meaningless if we weren't sharing it with our fellow leaders at Focus. Todd already said a lot of the names, but I'm going to say them again because they deserve it. Kiska Higgs, Howard Myers, Paul Ghetto, Lou Phillips, Steph Phillips, no relation, Josh Kornblit, Leon Morgan, Louis Sionko, and obviously Lisa Bunell. You guys move mountains every single day, and it's the absolute highlight and joy of my career personally to be in the trenches with all of you, so thank you. Thank you, Jason. You're the best partner, friend, advisor, sort of mimetic fashion consultant, and sometimes unwilling therapist that anyone could wish for. And I wish we had time to name every single person at Focus Features by name, because a company is truly nothing but individuals allowing their ideas and their passions and their labor to intermingle and grow. So Focus is nothing but the sum of these gifts, and we're forever grateful to all of you who give so much of yourselves for what we do. Thank you, guys. We also stand on the shoulders of giants who came before us. So thank you to James Shamus, David Lindy, Andrew Carpin for giving us our DNA. And most importantly, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for the family of filmmakers who we've been lucky enough to work with for the past 20 years. We are forever grateful and humbled at the trust you place in us and the responsibility that you hand us. At risk of getting a little corny here, I'm going to say John Patrick Shanley has this amazing quote. He once said, "The theater is a safe place to do unsafe things that need to be done. And when it's not safe, it's abusive to artists and audiences alike." And for me, I think that defines the mandate that all of us in this room share in the specialty film business. So to all our friends at A24, at Neon, Searchlight, SPC, IFC, Bleecker Street, Film Nation, Cinetic, Participant, and so many other wonderful companies, I'm always grateful to know that we're in this together as the soldiers of the unsafe things that need to be done, defending a safe space where artists and audiences can connect. Your strength is our strength. Our wins are your wins. So thank you for everything all of you do for this community and letting us be a part of it with you guys. And finally, I want to take 1 second just to personally thank my parents who only ever encouraged me to pursue this insane life. My wife, Stephanie Azpiazu, who is, as you hear, who is indeed herself a pillar of this community, and she's a loving partner who gives me purpose as I aspire to be worthy of her every day. And to our amazing daughters, Violet and Colette, who teach me to see the world anew every day. So Jason, get up.
Thank you, Kuja, and thank you for being the best partner to be on this wild ride with every day, day in and day out. And certainly thank you to James and to Todd for being here. It's amazing. It's so meaningful for us. So thank you, thank you, thankfully. I also want to thank the incomparable Donna Langley. Her support of Focus and our filmmakers has been absolutely incredible, as well as with Jimmy Horowitz, who helps us manage through it all every day. And then, of course, to Jeff Shell and to Brian Roberts as well. To be recognized by the Gothams, which is in so many ways the epicenter of independent cinema in New York, means the absolute world to us. Thank you, Jeff Sharp and the Gotham team, for keeping it alive as a vibrant cultural institution. I got my start in the New York film scene in the 90s at October Films, where I had the privilege to learn from Bingham Ray, John, Jeff, and Amir, who helped shape my perspective on movies, campaigns, and the industry, which continues to form what we do today at Focus. The power that independent cinema has to entertain, to thrill and delight, and to ignite cultural conversations is why all of us in this room keep fighting for the movies that matter. As we hit our 20th anniversary of doing just that, let's all of us in this room together keep working to tell the stories and impact those cultural conversations around the world. Thanks to our amazing team, whose blood, sweat, and tears makes the magic happen every day. To Stephanie Phillips, to Josh Kornbluth, to Blair Green, to Nancy Gallagher, to Vili Vitardis, to David Gillison, Amanda Levin, Maury Dwyer, and many, many, many more. Finally, thank you to my amazing wife, Molly, for her support every day. And to my kids, Henry, George, and Reed, who keep me on my toes all the time. And certainly to my mom and dad, who taught me to dream big, always. Thank you so much. Have a great night.